After Putin signed a defense pact with North Korea, Senators Lindsey Graham and Richard Blumenthal introduced a bill that would designate Russia as a state sponsor of terrorism, which makes total sense. They are. But what does it mean? Geek out with me for a minute. State sponsors of terrorism repeatedly provide support for acts of international terrorism, and there are currently 4 of them: Cuba, Iran, North Korea, and Syria. It's a designation made by the Secretary of State, and when a country is sanctioned as a state sponsor of terrorism, it prohibits any U.S. foreign aid to them, bans defense exports and sales, and imposes sanctions on certain items that could support their military, among other restrictions. Now, our Russia sanctions already cover that, but this bill would add more. It would impose secondary sanctions on countries that are, quote, engaged in any exchange with Russia, which is vague, but is basically a message to China and India. It would expand the list of prohibited dual-use items that could be exported to Russia, and perhaps most critically, Russia would lose most of its sovereign immunity here, which means it would open Russia up to lawsuits from victims of state-sponsored terrorism. It means you're part of the club of baddies.